Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Doctor Who Series 1, Episode 6, which is Dalek, written by Robert Shulman. It's actually based on a Big Finish audio he wrote called Jubilee, which I have not heard yet, but I have heard his audios for The Chimes of Midnight and The Holy Tale, which I think are great stories. I recommend you check those out. And this episode features the return of the Daleks for the first time since Remember to the Daleks. Great episode, by the way, back in 1988. And I think they should not have called this episode Dalek because that would have spoiled the return of the Dalek. Anyway, the Doctor gets angry at seeing a Dalek, and he's like filled with rage and bitterness because, the Daleks wiped out his entire species. The Doctor kind of finished them off anyway, but the Doctor's so upset that he wasn't able to destroy all the Daleks. And I just think that's just a great scene. Eccleston's best performance, in my opinion. It's just a great scene. He thought it was all over, and then he sees a Dalek again, and he's like, oh, yeah, it's rough. And rather like searching the museum, there's this brief cameo of a 70s era Cyberman. It was just kind of cool to see. It kind of teases they'll come back in series 2, though they've kind of been redecorated. I don't really like it though. There's this like scene that's meant to be shocking of a Dalek going up the stairs by floating, and like this is meant to be shocking, but they already did that in Remembrance of the Daleks. So I don't know. It just seems like kind of reusing that cliffhanger in a way. Maybe it was a homage, but I feel like they were just trying to go for the same effect, but it's like, yeah, we already saw that, though. I mean, maybe the new kids haven't, but the people who watched it didn't know what a Dalek was, so why would that be surprising? I don't know. The other main villain of this episode is a man named Van Staten, who's a greedy American businessman, kind of akin to either Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos, both, untrustworthy, large business owners, the guys at the top. He's kind of a parody of them in a way. And it's set in Nevada, which is like but it's like underground 80 floors or something, which is kind of cool. I wish you kind of saw the top of that. That would have been interesting. And yeah, I don't know. I think this is just a great episode to feature with Children of the Daleks. There's also this lady with a terrible American accent who, I looked it up. She's from New Zealand, but she did a bad American accent. Maybe just hire an actual American to play the part. Or a British actor who could do an American accent. It's been done. I like this episode a lot because of its, like, subdued and smaller scale. While other the Russell D. Davies era Dalek episodes were huge and bombastic, this one was a lot more small and contained. And it focuses a lot more on, like, the Doctor's struggle against them on a personal level instead of, oh my god, they're destroying the universe. It's a lot smaller, I like it more. I think the Daleks are used the best, not when they're like huge, like unstoppable. I think the better when it's a lot more like of a smaller story, in my opinion. And this episode also features the first appearance of Murray Gold's iconic Dalek theme. He is such a good music composer, I guess, because he's able to like create such recognizable theme songs for all the villains, like the Daleks and the Cybermen and the Master, and also the heroes like the Doctor and Rose, Martha, Donna. He like when you hear the song in the series, you're like, there it is, there it is. I don't know. Gallifrey is probably my favorite song he's done, and I like when Rose touches the Dalek, which inadvertently lets it escape and kill like dozens of people. Great job, Rose. But then it like kind of has some human DNA in it, and he's like, "Oh, well, I'm not a pure Dalek. Guess I gotta blow myself up now." And that's pretty much the end of the story. I like when he tells the Doctor, "You would have made a good Dalek," because of the Doctor's anger over the Daleks. That was kind of nice irony in that way. The Doctor kind of becomes like the Daleks in a way. So yeah, I thought this was a great episode. The best episode so far. Probably my third best of the season in total. The other two come later in the season. So I'm going to give this a B+. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And I'll see you guys sometime later for my review of The Long Game.